Sports team presents your Friday Night Overtime. Only on WBNG.
The lights are shining bright as we kick off championship weekend here on 12 Sports' Friday Night Overtime.
It feels like it was just the other day that we kicked off our preseason playbooks, but it's somehow been 10 weeks already.
I know, and we are set to crown 4 sectional champions tonight and 2 more tomorrow. So let's get started. We kick off our Friday night and championship weekend in the Southern Tier with the Class A final. The Golden Bears looking to go back-to-back and avenge an early season loss to the Blue Raiders. Vestal and Horseheads, the Class A sectional championship. Let's go. Scoreless until late in the first quarter. The give to Bryce Thomas. He finds the edge, he finds the pylon, and he finds the touchdown for an early 6-0 lead for Horseheads. Second quarter now. It's 14-0 Horseheads. Blue Raiders going to the air. Dom Cardinale looking long, and Lucas Mosier is there and wide open. That makes it 21-0. Horseheads trying to get a little bit more, but the Vestal defense holding on strong. Cardinale hits the pass here, but it's J.D. Cannon like a cannon. Gannon like a cannon. He avoids getting more damage done for the Golden Bears, but Horseheads was hungry all night long, and in the fourth quarter, they go back to Thomas. He gets a block, he gets the sideline, and he goes all the way to the end zone. Horseheads cruises to their first sectional title since 1998. They are a winner, 31-0.
We move over to an absolute showdown in Class D as we needed extra time to crown a champion between the defending champs, Tioga Tigers, and the Delhi Bulldogs. Let's get right to it. Head into this one as the Bulldogs would get to an early lead, scoring twice to head into halftime with a 14-0 lead. The Tigers were not going down without a fight as Shane Platicus found a lane, breaking some tackles, and ladies and gentlemen, we head to championship overtime. Delhi wanted to give the ball to start. It's Platicus yet again finding the end zone. They go up 7 and put this game in the Bulldogs' hands. Adam Cook barrels in to the end zone. Delhi decides to go for 2. The give is to Cook. Delhi wins the Class D Section 4 championship 22-21 in a thriller.
That one an absolute classic, Michael, absolutely. Let's take a time out here, though, from tonight's action and get a first look at one of 2 games that are going on tomorrow afternoon.
The Class D championship is a rematch of Week 8 game that started with 2 of the top teams in section go to head-to-head in a classic.
That's right. Maine Enwell, the Spartans, the only unbeaten team in Section 4. They have a perfect 10-0 record and an average margin of victory this season by more than 30 points. The Spartans, 3 biggest wins and 3 biggest tests this season: Waverly, Shenango Forks, and Owego. Spartans beating all 3. Beating Waverly by 1. That in overtime, a gutsy 2-point conversion call. Then a win over Forks and another one over Owego to end the season 21-7.
That's right, Zach. The Owego Riverhawks have a bad taste in their mouth after that 21-7 loss at home to the Spartans. But they'll have a chance to get their revenge come Saturday, this time with the Class B title on the line. The Riverhawks defense stood tall the last time these 2 met, but it was penalties that cost Owego. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. in this one.
And, of course, we'll have those highlights, but don't go anywhere just yet because we got 2 games down tonight and another 2 to go.
Plus a look at tomorrow's clash in Class C between 2 top 5 teams in New York.
Double Overtime is back after the break.
Get ready for the Shoe Outlet's Black Friday sale. From November 29th to the 30th, get 20% off almost everything in store. Come check out our great selection of shoes, boots, handbags, and more at the Shoe Outlet on Route 96 in Candor.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Advantage for $20 per month plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-294-0246. Spectrum Internet gives you the power to stream all the shows, movies, and sports you love.
Have you ever seen this man before?
Hi.
They're a tag team of legal eagles.
My name is Mason.
Ben Matlock.
A duo of courtroom commanders.
Are you sure?
And they're both part of the...
Objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection.
Objection Connection.
Your witness, Mr. Berger.
Gotcha.
So put a little habeas in your corpus with Ben and Barry.
Weekdays starting at 9 a.m. on Binghamton's MeTV.
No further questions.
I'm Zach Grady, and for decades now, 12 Sports has been your home and your one-stop shop for everything athletic across the Southern Tier.
And this year's no different. We're practically everywhere. From inside the studio to out on the field, 12 Sports has got it all.
Summer, winter, or fall, basketball, baseball, and football.
You can count on 12 Sports to be everywhere and all things Southern Tier.
Washington Media Scholars Foundation, proudly celebrating over 15 years of empowering college students through scholarships, career opportunities, and industry connections. Compete for over $150,000 in scholarships and an all-expense-paid networking trip to Washington, D.C. Connect with top media companies, enhance your media skills, and advance your career. Visit mediascholars.org to learn more.
The 12 Sports Team presents your Friday Night Overtime.
We are back with your Friday night double overtime.
And we hit the ground running with a good one in Class AA.
It was a real good one. Elmira and Corning with a close one when these two rivals met in the regular season. It was no different tonight. The Hawks getting the win earlier, 24-12, that back in October. Tonight, Ian Hapster starts it off in the backfield, and Brendan Jarden Reed takes it to the outside. He gets 6, and Corning gets the lead, but the Express are right on their back. Zach Conklin downfield. This is a 50-plus yarder to Julian Colin. He scores it, and we are tied up at 6. Second half now, Elmira out in front, and they add to it. Conklin again, this time on the ground. And he finds Marcus Brooks. Actually, that's in the air, and he finds Marcus Brooks for the touchdown. Express with a 14-point lead. That didn't phase the Hawks, though. James Freeman gets back in the end zone to get the lead back for the Hawks, but Express doing what they do, stopping the Hawks on defense and scoring on offense, and taking the win 35-22. Back-to-back AA champs.
Over in Section 4, 8-man football, number 2, Trumansburg versus number 1, Moravia. The Blue Raiders already up 7-0. And they call the fake reverse. It's Nicholas Nelson lowering the shoulder. And it's 13-0. First and 10 for Trumansburg. Nelson throws it up. David Williams, he sheds a tackle. Will he get caught? Nope, he's in. It's 20-0 at half. Moravia comes out of half on a mission. Thomas Palmer finds a wide open Joe Baylor for 6. 2-point attempt, no good though. After a block punt, Blue Devils get the ball back, and Palmer under pressure slings it to Riley Jones, and it's 20-12 just like that. Next drive, 2nd and 10 for the Blue Raiders. Nelson lobs it up to Derwin Good. What a catch. It's 27-12. Moravia turning the ball over 6 times. There you go, Zach, get in there. Blue Raiders would score another. Trumansburg takes home the Section 4 8-man title, 34-12.
Even with all the Section 4 finals that are taking place tonight. That's right, we have crowned 4 champions already. We previewed one more game, and we got one more to go.
Oh, yeah, we do. You got that right, Zach. We got a big Class C championship on tap tomorrow between the Waverly Wolverines and Shenango Fort Blue Devils.
Absolutely. That is 2 teams in the top 3 in the state for Class C. Waverly Wolverines would be perfect right now if it wasn't for that overtime loss to Maine Enwell. But the Wolverines are averaging a margin of victory that's more than 40 points this season, along with 5 shutouts defensively. Waverly dominant and led by a plethora of standout talent, like, of course, the UConn commit just went up there and got that ball. You got Moss, son. Xavier Watson. Along with Colson Keithley and Fletcher Good, this team will be a tough matchup for the Shenango Forks defense.
You said it, Zach. This Shenango Forks defense is the top defense in the section, letting up less than 100 points this entire season. The most points scored against them all season came from West Hill, who put up 28 points in the loss. The Blue Devils' lone loss coming to the hands of Maine to Endwell, where they gave up 21 points. On the offensive side, senior running back Finn Stark has been their go-to guy, and they'll lean on him in this one. Kickoff is at noon tomorrow.
Football, not the only fall sport wrapping up the playoff season, though, as a handful of teams in soccer, field hockey, and volleyball are competing over the weekend in New York State Tournament games. Vestal, winners of Section 4 once again this year, will take on Section 2's Columbia Blue Devils in the Final Four for girls soccer. The Bears, 13-3-2 at the moment, took down Goshen last week to lock up a spot in the state semi and capture the regional crown. That game is at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday at TC3. We spoke to head coach Gina Talbot earlier today about the matchup.
Everybody's good at this stage, you know, like everybody's here for a reason, so we're just trying to figure out the best way to play them, because skill-wise, you know, we're as good as we're going to get, they're as good as they're going to get, so now it's working on what we got to do to beat them.
Also in action on Saturday will be the Class AA champions for girls volleyball, the Union Kennecott Tigers. UE's one of 5 Section 4 volleyball teams taking part of the state tourney, including 4 games in the area being held at Candor High School. We caught up with Tigers head coach Paige Franny as well for her thoughts on tomorrow's matchup with Minisink Valley.
I think we have to keep attacking. We've watched a little bit of film on Minisink Valley, and we want to minimize the amount of free balls that we send over the net to them. We really just want to play our game and maybe catch them off guard. They're a very good team from what I've watched, so we're excited.
Owego, Windsor, Tioga, and Candor all also on the court tomorrow in state tournament games, plus Whitney Point. Girls field hockey just 2 games away from its 4th straight state championship. And guys, that is it for us this season for Friday Night Overtime. There's going to be some state games, and we'll have those highlights. But I thank you, and we thank all of you for another wonderful season here on the WBNG. We're back tomorrow morning with Southern Tier Kickoff. We'll see you then.